going live. Nope. Kids, yes, we're going live. Going live. Going live. What a wonderful little song I just made. I need to close the door. Fortunately, the thing's going. Have a look at that. That's a beautiful sight to see, isn't it? Today I'm going to... Oh, I know what I can do. You're going to love this. You're not even going to see it, but you're going to love it anyway. I'm going to attach it down here like so. Oh, yeah. Try getting away from that, you little varmint. Yeah. All I need to do now is just make it so that it doesn't... There we go. I can just open you like a door. Okay, here we go. Let's go zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. I'm having too much fun with stupid things, aren't I? Alright, move over to you. There it is. Right. Right in there. And then I can just kind of lift it up and tell it to lean back and think of England. Kiddies, don't ask your parents what that means. Okay. Zoom in. Definitely don't ask what your parents what that means. Now, here we go. Okay, so we just move this up here a bit, and then we've got perfect view of Opal. Perfect view of Opal. As you can see, perfect view of Opal. Ah, yes, very good. Yes. And we can turn it on. Oh, yes. Friction free. Hello, I'm an Opal. I would like to talk to you about philosophy and... Ah! Yeah, philosophize that, you little varmint. Five seconds, so I'll start. There's a little surprise at the end of this, you know? Teeny little surprise. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to guess. It's not a pony, in case you're wondering. Well, there is a pony. Actually, I've got a pony. So you can't have it. Not unless you're like a pigeon who like can't look after itself and nearly died out the front of your house and spends an awful lot of time pooing itself. Now that's the glamorous side of bird rescue, I know. Well, hello, who's this? Who's this? It's our Aussie chick friend, chick Aussie chick. How you doing, Aussie chick friend, chick? So I got to adopt an Aussie accent for this one. G'day. Chuck a couple of shrimps on the barbie for the Aussie chick. What else do the Americans say we say? Bruce. That's the British. Bruce. Yeah, Professor Bruce here will be talking about the Bruce principle. That's not an opal. That's an opal. That works. And the chick of Jose has arrived. got on there? We've got minutes on the clock, 5. So we've got 15 people in 5 minutes. That's not bad. 3 people in a minute. Oh yeah. In case you're wondering, no, it doesn't hurt your fingers. Okay, I'm just going to turn this up a little bit. There we go. Is that more? That's more. Let's do a little bit less of the that's more. There we go. Now I'm going to put, I know this sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to wipe. There we go. That's a bit better. Bit better. Perfect. So I'm ready to do that. Check that out. Backdropping. I'll be able to do a bit better than that. Try a bit better on this side. Like so. Yeah. We'll work on riding in a little while. Suppose we could go to the top. Let's try this one. Yeah. That was fine. Is that better? Yeah, okay. Over 10 people there, got to benefit from the upgraded lighting. Now the trouble I've got here is I think the face is this way. This shall not be easy to reconcile. So what we've got here, you can see that there's a nice little opal here, and it's got a nice little coloured band here. Oh, I can add a thing. Cool. So that's the best angle, you can see that. So I'm going to have to gradual process, but we can get there. What I can tell you straight away is that once we get that perfect angle, I'm going to slice it off at that angle. I mean, that's not bad. Let's just try and undo it a bit better. No. Right, just try and angle it a bit better. There's the broken record. Now we're triangling this side a bit better too. We're going to try and find out precisely which angle performs the best. Just quickly checking to see if the top of the opal can work out. I don't think it can, but we'll try. No, I don't think so. Should I say, never thought so? Okay. Which is the most phantasmagorical side? I think that one is. So let's go. Ooh. Well, that's a little bit creepy and romantic at the same time, but I know what's happened. Let me just turn on a thing and turn off a thing. Yoke. Now. Turn that. Got a blackout. It was my little surprise that has caused the blackout to occur. It was this. I was running two things at the same time, which I knew was a bit risky. I can barely see a thing. Great. It's very important to be able to see a thing at the moment. You'll see why in a minute. What's this here? Hopefully I can find it. You. I'm just looking for evidence that the electricals have been severed by all of this. What you're seeing there is a gold smelting operation on an electrical forge, which has sadly caused my entire electrical system to collapse. So I will push this down. Well, you can see that. Hang on. Can't really do this, can I? You can see that. You can see the stuff just bubbling around in there. But it's literally no light, so I can't really do much with it. But what I should really do is grab that dross there and then take it out. But I'll leave it for another day, I think. It might have cooled down by the time we're done. Well, that was fun. Going to go back and turn on the... Going to go back and turn on the lighting. So here we go. I'll be back, birdies. It's all right. Can't give that much away about my house, so I'll give you a tour, but I can't. Which button to press? Which button to press? Yeah. That one's up. That's up. Which one's gone down? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That's interesting. Look here. No, maybe those ones. That one? No. Sorry about this. Just trying to work out. It looks like all the buttons are up. I'm in New South Wales, mate, and what you just saw was a blackout because I tried to do too many things with my stuff. And now I can hear everything's up and running again, so I'm kind of happy with that. That's Max there saying, "Grr, everything went out." Yeah, I know. There we go. And that looks very, how do I put it? Not working is how I would put it. Let's go into the laundry. We may have a, well, those work. It might be the circuit here that's gone foot. Let's see. With that one, feels a bit warm. Sorry about this. Hold that for a second, thank you. Yeah, I think it's actually the external lighting that is. Yep, good on you. So I think it's actually the power in the power boards that's tripped, which is what was supposed to happen. That's the good news. In case you're interested, I am from New South Wales. I live in Sydney. So I've got to go track this light down from wherever to wherever. Alright, got that one there. It goes under there. It must be this. Oh, good on you. I've put a safety switch right under here, and I'm willing to bet that's the thing that's tripped. Freak myself out doing that. Just got to remember how to untrip it. You know, playing with electrical things by feel certainly isn't the most comfortable feeling. Oh. Worst comes to worst, I can solve it. Here we go. I can solve it by other means, but don't want to. I like having a safety switch in between everything. Gotta remember. Okay, we're going to flip you around and we're going to turn the light on. Where's the light on? Lighting. As in lighting. Right. There it is. Let me see something. Can't feel it. Don't worry, this is mostly safe. Just got to get to it. It's a bit annoying. Yeah. That looks like it. Come on. You can do this. Yeah. And then we just push that button, push it a bit, then push that button a bit. Did bugger all. Right, excellent. I was hoping it would definitely do bugger all because that's making my life a little bit easier. Is there anything on the other side? Yes, there is. Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. Ah, but I turned them all off, didn't I? Yes. I did. So, quick. No. Interesting. Let's try that again. That's on. I may have destroyed that circuit. So the good news is that it's better off circuit destroyed than you electrocuting and dying. So you got to take your, got to count your blessings basically. It doesn't seem there's much that's it's going to change there. So that goes into there. Should I push this button here? What does this button do? Might be that one there. Let's have a look. Hunting down electrical faults. That's what you came to see in a live stream, isn't it? Got it. Finally. Yay! The one thing you want to do when you're doing a live stream is you want an electrical fault to happen that ruins everything, because you know that gives people something to look at whilst you're swearing. There we go, got it all done. Aren't we clever? Now, is the water still going? Yep, water's still going. Wipe that down. Yep, wipe that down. Okay, we can get started again. Yay! Have I still got my opals? Yes, I do. Good. Quickly have a look inside this. I don't think I'm going to run it again, just in case. Because I've got better things to do. Then that's good. We'll give that a look a bit later maybe. But in the meantime, let's not. And say we did. Okay. So what was I going to do? Close this door. Right, here we go. We're back up and running again. Let's go. Perfect. Let's go. There we go. Recovered from critical error and back up we go. That's a nice view there. Good. Oh, 31 people. Hello, 31 people. Nice big one, that one. It's going to be interesting figuring out what to make from it, to be honest, because what's the time on this? 23:22. Right, going on with you. Just a small week, I'm not going to worry too much about that one. Ideally, however, worry about this one. Yeah. For whatever reason, I've got the Aladdin script going through my head. And just that giant tiger cave that goes,
seek me out the diamond in the diamond in the rough.
and I have no idea why. Well, I know it moves the plot along, but I just don't know why I'm thinking that. What? What's that?
Peppermint. I tried to have one and then vomited, which made everything worse.
Okay, sorry, we've had a minor tragedy. My daughter has a sore throat and she hates the taste of mint. I gave her lozenges that were peppered and mint flavored.
Look, they didn't advertise themselves. They said they were lemon. I went to the kitchen and vomited, and then looked at the package and
I did try.
oh no, I know it's not your fault. They didn't advertise it. I mean, that's the look at the package of any package.
I honestly did my best.
I know. I looked at the phone.
Yeah,
It's just sad.
I can understand that. Love you too, bud. It's been comedy of errors this time around, hasn't it? Very good. Beautiful. Okay. So I've done 3 opals. I've done it from the same piece of opal. And we've extracted a lot of value out of that. That's pretty good. I'm going to have a quick look at this one. It's a similar chunk of opal. So you have to cut that piece off. Don't want to because it's a good bit. But that will float to the bottom of the opal tank and we will find it in archaeological time. Have a look at it. Excellent. Okay, that's pretty cool. These opals happen to have potentially a pattern that I call cherry blossom. Yeah, so the white silica is essentially sand. It's dominating here and it's got little cracks running through it. So that is a very positive sign. Very positive sign indeed. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just making the shape. I'm assuming everything's gone according to plan. We've activated the unnecessarily slow dipping mechanism and we're going for it. There we go. This will be a good cherry blossom. It's got a nice little face on it, hasn't it?
Hello, I'm Mr. Opal. Can I interest you in some opal?
Hang on.
I'm just walking around as an opal. Do 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 do. Ah, gonna fall off. Would you like to meet Mr. Opal today? Because I'm Mr. Opal. You know, I got a strange smile.
Okay, I'm done.
He's not done! He's not done! He's got a smiling opal face! He loves the face! He might be done now. Oh, off I go. He's not not done yet!
Alright, I'm done. No, I'm not going to do it again. I got into a bit of a loop, didn't I? Okay, so got me an Opal here. Cut off yet. No. I'll grab this one here. This is going to be a good one. Good Opal. This one's a good Opal. Check out the good Opal. Right. I don't know how it can be, because I was actually up a lot later last night. But I'm tireder than I was last time I did it. Maybe somebody saying something to you. Maybe not. Beautiful Opal for you. Beautiful Opal. What a beautiful Opal.
He's not done yet!
But I don't know what that noise was. It must have been something unusual. Let's do my new ones. See if I can find a really good one. There we go. Yeah, we'll do this one. This is stuff that's come straight out from Lightning Ridge, completely untumbled, which is quite cool. So I'm going to take some of the coating off it and we'll find out what's going on. Good news is I can tell you this is genuinely Lightning Ridge Opal. Because I've literally seen this stuff in situ. So it's just washing it. It's a lot muddier than the rest of them. And I've got to be careful. If these end up being quinoids, I'm going to stop actually cutting the opal. So I'd much rather leave the fossil records intact. But entirely depending on what happens here. Okay, gets flat. But so here's the opal that came off it. It's tiny. Let's give this a whirl. See what it looks like. Made a right mess of the place trying to get this sorted out today. I even added some cleaning fluid to the water to make sure that I could cover any messes. I was very organised today. Then it all hit the fan. The bovine excrement hit the rotating object that was redistributing. That's all, folks. Those concerned about my fingers, thank you, but has anyone mentioned it? No. Oh, 3 likes, 8 people. Trouble is, there's a piece right in the middle. I'm going to snap it. There we go. You can see there's quite a nice piece of opal, but it's just a bit too small. It is. So let's go and have a look at another piece of the opal. How much time have I got left? Oh, I've got not very much time. Let me see if I can find nice. A magnum opal with anything, so you can make it a magnum opal. Let me have a look. Any of these tickle your fancy, Phil? Nah, not that one. Rightio, we'll find another one, mate. Oh, let's give this one a burl. Okay, we'll give this one a burl, as you say. Rightio. Should be a short, fast, loud run. The 8th person didn't like the opal. that. Just in case you're interested, absolutely no damage. That wasn't a bad finish to things. Nice little opily do. And we flip it around, and then we go over here, and then we go over here, and we have a look at what's in the thing. What's in the thing? I just tripped on a thing. Look. There, what's in the thing? Oh, what's in the thing? Not a lot's in the thing. Let's just turn the light on the thing. Turn the light on the thing. Turn the light on the thing. The light on the thing. Yeah, what's in the thing? Oh, that's good, but it's not quite good enough. That's gold you're seeing there. That sparkly stuff, that's gold. But we need to really get that going. To be more accurate, it's gold mixed with sugar. Okay, but we need to have gold mixed with, well, gold. What I might do is just break the tubing. See what we can get. Meh, we'll do that later. Just know there's gold here. Yay! Right. Well, hello there. Hello, Loki. Yoink. Yeah, I'm coming, Max. I'm coming. Uh-oh. Molten birdie. Getting a pin out right now. All right, Maxie Baba. Would you like a bit of a scratchy? Would you like a scratch? What? What? So you don't want a scratchy food? That's all I'm doing. Not threatening him. He's a partially wild bird. We think that's the reason why he's a bit nervous about us. He's perfectly accustomed to us. It's just this is a newish behaviour. He's going, what? The reason why he's hissing at me is he wants out. Do you want out of your cage? Do you want out? Right. Hey, Loki, come here. Now you got a big hole in there. You can't keep doing that. We've got birds that have got bald patches. I'm going to take you to the vet. Huh? You're not going to like that. Been a big day. I'm exhausted. Well, did I just freak you out? Go get out. Here you go. Hang on. Tree back in. Do you want a scratchy poo? I can give you a scratch. He's like, I'm free, even though he let me out. I'm free. Yeah. Now you want to scratch your feet. Scratch your feet. Come on. Good bird, scratch. Did you bite at me? No more scratchy poos for you. Not if you're going to do that. He's about to scream very loudly, in case you're interested. Like he's like, nah, I don't want to get in here. Well, you go and do what you want. Right, let's get this shoulder. Oh, what do we do? Do you want to show them how you go in? You've only just gotten out. I don't want to do that with you. We'll show them another time. Okay? Good idea. All right, let's go this way. What have we got here? We seem to have something historic like. Here we go, here we go, here we go. What's this over here? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, what was that sound? What indeed was that sound? What indeed was that sound? Let's have a look at what that sound was. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Well, that was amazing, wasn't it? Oh, that was more amazing. But I tell you what, that was incredible. And quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it was amazing. I think we've said incredible and amazing enough times. Yeah, man. Oh, that was interesting. So, what was I up to? I'm tired. What do? I say my normal thing. Oh, yeah, that's right. I swear on the grave of Handel, who possibly wrote Toccata in D minor. Who doesn't know that? That it was totally perfect voice. Totally perfect voice. Wasn't me. And with that, we release the pony into the cage. In you go. Say good night, pony. Good night, pony. Good night. Good night. Good night. Well, these guys are going nuts here. Bro. All right. Welcome to my world. You're a bit cranky pants, aren't you? You're a bit cranky pants. Shall I show what happens? This is how you put a bird away, just in case you did. I'll let him out afterwards. So what you do is you grab some food. Let's go. You'll actually see as I go and open this. There we go. As I open this door, you'll see what he does. And we'll just flip over. Won't we, Maxi Bubba? Yeah. There we go. Nice seeds. Very nice, very nice. Okay. First things first, Loki. Give him a bit of a hint that there's something coming. Here he goes. There he goes. Food in. Yoke. There we go. You want to go in? You want to go in? Good bird. All I need to do now is just reward him. There you go. How's that? Yeah, fine. I'll close it. No trouble. So the thing is, people think that cages are horrible traps for birds. Done right, cages are beautiful things. These birds, just so that you know, these birds, they live in an environment where there's constant threat. cages can be safety to them. And you've got to remember that when you're doing this kind of thing. You've got to remember that cages can actually result in safety. And so that's how they view them, especially if they're prey animals. The eyes are up on the side, they're a prey animal. That means that they're more interested in safety than they are their own freedom. Us, we're apex predators, man. We're looking around, we're going, I want this plain to myself and I want to get that antelope and I want to eat it. Well, no, they're not like that. Anyway, that's all I have to say about everything today. I hope you had a wonderful evening. Like and subscribe on the way out if you haven't listened to Pony's instructions. The only thing to do is to bring the hand up and say good night, Dr. Phil out and stuff. Bye.